Let's get ready to grumble! Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Royal Grumble. I'm your host Graeme, and sitting on the sofa to my right, no Dan, just Daryl.
Don't say it like that, mate.
Well, you know, I want to let them down gently at the start, so they know.
We're in the funkin' conservatory, aren't we?
Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because that's what Terry Funk's thing used to be.
It was Dory Funk's, wasn't it?
I don't know, one of them.
All I know is that's where Steve Carino defended the 1PW Championship.
I don't know your money.
There you go. Yeah, he defended it, and that made it the World Heavyweight Championship.
You realised that Carino isn't the one with the curse, didn't you, this week?
Yeah, I did.
Because I used to work at a retailer that went out of business.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work at a market store that went out of business.
Yep.
I used to work at 1PW, I don't know your money.
Yep.
Also went out of business.
It's you.
So I don't think it's Carino's fault.
It's you. It was all your fault.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just watch out, people of a non-specific retailer. You're going down.
No, I'll jump ship before that happens, though.
Oh, of course, yeah. That's you're more of the Kevin Nash, aren't you? You jump.
Yeah.
You get off before it goes down.
Sterling James Keenan did a promo about rats jumping off a sinking ship or something.
Yeah.
But that's me.
That's you,
me,
yeah. You're the rat jumping.
Yeah.
Are you going to end up in a commentary position then?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, after you've done your neck, though.
Yeah, I'll do myself in first, then I'll...
Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Right. Great. So even though Dan's not here, we're still talking about Ring of Honor because that's where we went last week.
Well, we know more about indie wrestling Ring of Honor than he does anyway.
Mate,
what does he know?
He's a bit of a novice to it all.
Yeah.
And we had to explain some of the Japanese stars there.
Yeah.
Like Big Tanahashi.
Yeah, because he didn't know who Big Tanner was,
He didn't know who Big Tan was, did he?
No.
But we've explained it for him.
The Tanster. That's what we were chanting. Whoa, Big Tanster! Like that. That's the chant that you shout at him.
So we'll run through a few of the matches and stuff and see what you got the card up.
No,
we need.
Well, we'll do off memory. This is out.
Memory, good.
We'll start off with the most rubbish match on the card, and it's not me being sexist. It genuinely was. Sumi Sakai. So it's not in order. It's just one that comes off the top of my head. Sumi Sakai and Chardonnay.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
No.
I wondered though, right? Do you think those people in that? Do you think people in the dome are conditioned to hate women's wrestling?
Yeah.
Because they just don't believe the hype. That's the problem, you see. Like, literally, I heard one bloke. What did he shout? It was somewhat like "Get him out," or you know.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
It didn't go down well.
No.
But the reason you could hear him was because you could have also heard a pin drop.
Yeah.
I don't mean a pinfall.
It's they're not them particular women aren't over.
Not really.
No.
Which was sort of highlighted more by the opening match for me, I think.
Yeah. So it was SoCal Uncensored.
Yes.
Minus Scorpio Sky.
Basically, yeah, in terms of who it was in SoCal Uncensored, it was The Addiction off of Bad Influence, off of Christopher Daniels and his mate Kaz.
Yeah.
Remember when Kaz was in Serotonin? Oh, Raven, please whip us. Raven, hit us with a cane because we did a loss. That's Serotonin. Anyway, yeah, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah.
Of SoCal Uncensored.
Yeah, and they were wrestling Jay Lethal?
No. Racist.
No, what was that? No, I don't remember the match.
No, you don't remember who it was, do you? Right, so it was Toriano, okay.
I knew it was a Japanese guy,
Who was his partner?
Oh, it was Kenny King.
Yes, it was Kenny King.
The other one.
King. The other what?
Wrestler.
Okay, obviously, yeah, that's true. Other wrestler. Yeah, it's a good opener.
Yeah.
I wear my classic Christopher Daniels t-shirt from 2005.
True fan there.
Mate, that's literally the first wrestling t-shirt I ever bought at an event.
Yeah.
And you know why I bought it?
So you could get his autograph?
Yes.
Really?
Genuinely. Oh. Basically what happened was, at the first, at the No Turning Back show, No Turning Back show, speaking of which, I had an idea about that, but we're not doing it.
Okay.
At the first No Turning Back show, I walked into the Dome, like, I've never been to a wrestling show before that. I'd never been at all. Like, my dad never took me because he always thought, I don't like it. And so this was the first one. It was on my doorstep. I was like, it's amazing. I can't wait to go. I walked in, the first person I saw was Christopher Daniels, and now you've seen me do this, freaked out.
Yeah.
You've seen me freak out in the, like, I get starstruck in a really embarrassing way. Because, I mean, you remember the story, well, I don't know if the listeners have heard the story.
When you were in Taco Bell?
When I was Taco Bell and David Hurst came in. And I started to have some kind of freak out. I'm like, Daryl, that's David Hurst. David Hurst. And
I don't even know who he is.
Who's David Hurst?
So then you unzipped your jacket so he could see your
Wednesday
Wednesday
shirt. So he could see my
shirt.
Sheffield Wednesday shirt, yeah. So he knew I was one of him. As he ran into his wife's waiting car. I assume it was his wife.
Yeah, with his big bell box.
Yeah. Which means two things. Yeah, so anyway, the reason I bought the Christopher Daniels t-shirt was because I walked in, got completely starstruck. I was like, "Oh, hello, can I get your autograph?" He was like, "Yeah, of course you can. Do you want a t-shirt?" I was like, "Yeah." I didn't want a t-shirt.
No, but you felt guilty then, didn't you?
I did, but do you know what t-shirt I did want and bought?
Go on.
I wanted a TNA t-shirt.
Really?
Mate, I basically, because...
But back then, though, that were all right.
Well, like, yeah, if you imagine, this was, like, Styles, Daniels, Joe.
Yeah.
I'd only just got into TNA at the back end of the previous year. The first TNA show I ever watched was Unbreakable, that one with that triple threat match. I think I've told this before, but I only watched it because I knew that Raven and Rhino were in the main event. And I was like, oh, I remember Raven and Rhino. They were quite good. I like them. And then they weren't in the main event. There were the other match on, and that's what got me back in. I hate to sound like Dan because he does this occasionally, but that was what got me back off my hiatus. So
that's a catchphrase I didn't know existed until now.
One of those times I was taking a break from wrestling.
Yeah.
But that got me into it, and then I saw a poster up in Apollo Home Video that
what the hell is that?
It's a video rental shop. It still existed at that time.
Where was that?
Armthorpe.
Right.
I'm just going to say, fine, don't matter. This was like 2005.
Yeah.
That said that AJ Styles and all these people were coming to the Dome. I was like, that's mad, that's amazing, it's just around the corner from me. So I walks in, Christopher Daniels is there, and I'm like, oh, I'll just buy you a t-shirt. Anyway.
So, I don't know if it was at that event. Was Samoa Joe the X Division champion at that event?
No, he hadn't won the title yet.
Okay, well, I'll still tell the story anyway.
Okay,
So,
good.
at one of the events, he had the X Division belt with him.
Yep.
And my mum and dad were knocking about round the merchandise tables talking to some of the wrestlers.
Yeah.
And he said to my mum, like, you can feel weight of belt if you want. So she picks it up, she's got it on her shoulder, whatever. And my dad says, Can I? And he just took it off my mum. And Samoa Joe looked at my dad. And, like, now, because I've seen him in shoot interviews, he was clearly joking.
Yeah.
But, like, he looked at him, stone-faced, and just went, I didn't say you could touch it.
Samoa Joe mugged off your dad.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Samoa Joe probably thought he would talk to Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, he probably did, because,
Yeah.
I mean...
Bald.
Same haircut.
Yeah.
So that's what it is, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know if Christopher Daniels wears glasses, but I imagine because he's old, he probably has to. So
Yeah.
I mean, you are wearing them now. So
Yeah, I wear him.
got a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Let's move on.
Take them off.
Yeah.
Take them off.
Oh.
I can't see anything if I take
God,
them
look
off.
how young you are.
I know.
Look, youthful in a way. Still
Cheers,
a beard
mate.
though. So
Yeah.
So good opener. I enjoyed it. Did Toriano become your favourite wrestler as Dan threatened?
I appreciate his work. He's not one of my favourite wrestlers, but I appreciate his work ethic.
Yeah.
Like he knows what he's got to do, and that's ball shots,
Yeah.
and that's fine. Like he got over.
The finish was double ball shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. That's what you want.
Did we talk about who the guest referee was?
No, that's what we actually.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we segued onto it was, in fact, to talk about the fact that the women wrestlers who weren't over were actually wrestling a match, whereas the woman wrestler who was over, which was Tenille Dashwood, off of Emma, off of WWE and that,
Yeah.
just strolled out and was like, "I'm going to be a guest referee. Is that all right?"
Why?
Because
Because they booked her and they didn't book enough women for the tour. Clearly.
No, they booked, well, for this show they had 3 women.
Yeah.
They must have had more than 3 women on the tour, but I think they've had different challengers
Yeah.
each night for the Women of Honor title. But clearly they were like, well, I mean, we still advertise her. We want to do something with her. So she's just a ref for no reason.
Yeah.
No storyline development, I assume. I mean, I don't watch Ring of Honor that regularly.
I mean, neither. But I just like. Yeah, she was in over her head as a referee. She didn't really seem to know what she was doing.
Not really, no.
But like, I think I'd have preferred to see her in a match than that Chardonnay woman.
Yeah, I would have preferred, because I didn't make much of Chardonnay.
No, but I think what they like to do is like put a British wrestler on it because we'll get behind them.
I think they do. That did work later on,
Yeah.
but not for Chardonnay. I think the problem is I imagine they probably have plans for Tenille Dashwood
Yeah.
And they probably don't want to just whack her on in the title match. I get it's some random house show in Donny.
Yeah, I imagine that if the thing wasn't streamed, if it was like a WWE style house show, they'd have probably put her in the match because
Definitely.
why would it matter? But because it's on the streaming service, they don't want to like spunk that load over Emma. I mean, on Emma.
To Neil Dashwood.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's what's wrong with that statement. That's everything else was fine. Good God. Yeah, so that next match that comes to mind, just following off of that, was a British wrestler we could get behind, which is bloody Progress Atlas champion Doug Williams.
Shall I?
He did his little coffin waggling his head, didn't he?
Yeah, he holds his wrist, clenches his fist, and wobbles his head.
Yeah, he does. And then he gets prepared for a good night of loving. That's Doug Williams, ladies and gentlemen. No, but he came out to have a TV title match with Silas Young, didn't he?
Yeah, don't think I've seen Silas Young wrestle before.
No, me neither.
And I quite liked him.
I thought he was all right. I heard bad things beforehand.
Did you?
I heard that he was not very good.
Yeah, but did you hear that from Ring of Honor fans?
Yeah,
exactly.
I did a bit.
Like, you know, he's called the Last Real Man.
Yeah,
he just looks like a bloke, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just looks like a dirty bloke.
Yeah,
let's be honest. He doesn't look like he washes.
He looks like he's from Donny.
I'm surprised that more people didn't get behind him.
Yeah,
if he'd had a Donny accent or any sort of English accent, he'd been fine. But he's a TV champion, isn't he?
Yeah.
Doug had a bit of a match with him. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. Like I sometimes I think I forget how much I enjoy Doug Williams because I think because he's just Doug Williams and he's been around for ages and he's Doug Williams who's the number one British wrestler in all the top 50s from 2005 to 2010 or whatever. And he's just Doug Williams who's on everyone's show if you can afford him a bit. And he was in Ring of Honor for a while, and that's why he's sort of...
Yeah, we're in Glory Days Ring of Honor, weren't we?
That's why he's got credibility, but he's just a bit of a British bloke that knocks around. I think you forget how good he can actually be. And I think that's part of what his angle in Progress has been lately, with building him up to the Atlas title.
Yeah.
And this idea that he might be retiring and he's having to carry on because he's found success again. And this sort of was similar in the vein that, obviously it's Doug Williams returning to Ring of Honor, having to go for a championship and coming really close. And I really enjoy his work.
Yeah, he's always been good, hasn't he, as Doug?
Yeah, good old Doug. Great lad.
So what were next match, pal?
Next match after this was it was the 6-man tag. So this was Dalton Castle, Ring of Honor World Champion Dalton Castle and the boys against Shane Taylor, Punishment Martinez, and Bully Ray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So AKA two random nothing people, and Bully Ray who cut a promo for everyone, and I do mean everyone, including Dalton Castle and the boys and everything.
Yeah. So Dalton Castle came out and he was limping, and when he took his jumpsuit off, he had a bandage thing round his thigh, didn't he?
It was strapped up, wasn't he?
Yeah, so he must have got injured earlier in the tour. So they did a little angle where they got rid of him, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, yeah. I'm guessing he must actually be injured to some extent.
Yeah.
The fact that they would take him out of the match for a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they did a bit of an injury angle on him, didn't they? It seems to be having some kind of feud with Bully Ray. Yeah,
well, Bully Ray's doing this thing about Ring of Honor wrestlers or something. He started it with Cheeseburger at the WrestleMania weekend. I don't know if you know much about that.
I know. Didn't Bully Ray pagger him?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because Bully Ray came out as a babyface because he'd been inducted to the Hall of Fame that weekend.
Yeah,
and people were obviously liking him, and Cheeseburger thought Bully Ray was going to be his replacement tag partner.
Right.
And then Bully Ray just beat him up and was saying "You're what's wrong with wrestling today and all this. You Ring of Honor wrestlers kind of thing."
Yeah.
So then Bully Ray brought spare Baron Corbin and spare Devon with him,
didn't he? He really did, didn't he? Yeah. God. Punishment Martinez is just he is just Hispanic Baron Corbin, isn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't say out.
No.
Didn't do anything interesting. Shane Taylor's quite big.
Yeah, but when we say he's quite big, out of shape big.
Mm.
Not even in a decent way like Vader.
Yeah, no.
It's not like Vader fat or Bigelow fat. It's just
just fat.
Yeah,
fat.
And he's got a singlet on which doesn't help him.
That's that poor choice. Yeah. Poor choice of attire. And Yeah, the fans were chanting, "We want Devon" at Bully Ray. I don't know if Bully Ray usually comes out with no music, but he did this time. He seems to be having some kind of feud with Dalton Castle. I've heard really good things about Dalton Castle. I assume it's just because he's injured that I was let down a little bit here. I thought he was fine. I can see why he's charismatic, but this didn't show him off in any sort of sense, did it?
Yeah, for having not watched Ring of Honor in a long time, and having him as the world champion is surprising to me.
Yeah?
Yeah, because for me, this kind of character that he is, it screams mid-card for me.
Okay.
And at Ring of Honor, like, you'd usually associate a more serious... Not that he's not... I don't know, like, it's weird to describe him, because he's not like he's going around going, oh, hello, like that. But he's teetering on edge of that anyway. He's going, oh, bring me a boy.
Very flamboyant.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Whereas, like...
I believe you said it last time that on Twitter... I believe you said that last time someone shouted, "Bring me a boy near a wrestling ring," Pat Patterson got questioned by the police.
Yeah.
Something along those lines, yeah. I just wanted to distance myself personally from those comments. So, cheers. Please continue. Tell us about "Bring Me a Boy."
So he came back, Dalton Castle came back out, didn't he, mid-match to join back in. And then the opposing team bailed to the outside at some point, and then he said, "Bring me a boy."
Yeah.
And then he threw one of the boys out of the ring. Then the other boy came in, he threw the other boy out of the ring, like suicide dive kind of.
Yeah, he was lobbing them as weapons, wasn't he, onto the heels.
Yeah.
And then I think Shane Taylor was the one who got the pin, I think. On one of the boys, definitely. Because Dalton Castle got taken out again. In fact, he got taken out because Bully Ray and him had a brawl to the back, didn't they?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so we ended with the two most charismatic people in this match leaving. And the dregs were left. The boys are fine, they're just small.
Yeah, them as sidekicks to Dalton Castle work.
Yeah.
I don't know about them being a tag team wrestling bigger blokes work.
Yeah, not really.
No.
Yeah. But they're not even as big as the Young Bucks, and the Young Bucks are already quite small.
Yeah.
So.
But they are bulking up for heavyweight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see.
But I did as much as I said the mid card. I felt the mid card. I don't mean that as an insult. I quite like the act.
Yeah.
I just don't take it serious as for world title kind of thing. Do you know, if Adam Rose won world title?
Yeah.
He's not as bad as Adam Rose, but
I know what you mean.
That
the
kind
act
of thing.
Is odd.
Yeah,
it seems in contrast with what he's doing. Yeah, fair enough. Jay Lethal and Matt Taven. Yep.
Yeah.
Matt Taven's got a little Bailey headband that he had on at first. He's nothing, isn't he, Matt Taven? He's like a little test.
Yeah, I imagine he's going to get signed to NXT, and everyone's going to go mental that he's signed to NXT, and we're going to be here going, why?
Yeah.
That's the impression I get.
It seems to me like a less charismatic Adam Cole.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at with that.
I don't make much of Adam Cole to begin with.
No, not to get too off topic, but for me, Adam Cole is all catchphrase.
Really is.
Yeah, baby thing.
Yeah.
And it's to the point where the merchandise stands, they still had Adam Cole t-shirts.
Yes, I noticed that. Yeah. At the Ring of Honor merchandise stand.
Yeah, what Matt Taven, whatever. I don't. Maybe if I watched Ring of Honor more regularly, I could see what people see in him. But I don't. I'm not bothered. He doesn't do out for me.
Is Jay Lethal always just a tribute to all the acts that he's done before?
On Being the Elite, they do this thing where if somebody touches him, he goes into Macho Man mode, and then touches him again, and he stops.
Okay.
I'm not sure that would work in a match when you're constantly getting hit and touched. So I don't know if I don't know. To answer your question, I don't know, but that's something that's happening on the internet. I
see. Okay, well that at least might add some context to it. But yeah, you see, I didn't know if it was just reacting to the crowd who were clearly
remembering him when he was Black Machismo.
Yeah. Again, I think this was treated like a 1PW show in the sense that I think a lot of the people were still in 1PW era.
Do you think everybody got paid?
Yes, I do this time. So it's not got the classic 1PW feel.
Okay.
With everybody going out going, oh, I've got money. I've been given the money I was prearranged. That's what it's lacking in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jay Lethal just did sort of. Apparently, I've read somewhere that he's on some kind of quest to beat everyone that beat him last year, and this is part of that. but he finished it with the top rope elbow. I don't know if he always does that, but he definitely did this time for some reason.
Yeah.
I also did the figure 4 because you remember that time he spoke to Ric Flair in Ric Flair's voice.
Yeah, so you have to do a figure 4, don't you? If you speak to Ric Flair.
Yeah, and then maybe 8 years later you have to continue doing the gimmick. And it's fine. I enjoyed it more than I expected to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, Jay Lethal's all right.
Yeah,
Matt Taven, like whatever. He's
just nothing, isn't he?
Yeah.
This of all of them was the one that most felt like, apart from the first match, maybe this was not the most felt to me like a house show match.
Yeah.
Felt very sort of house show to me,
Yeah. So then, I thought we'd get a break at some point, but they put the women on after.
Yeah. We talked about that a little bit, but I didn't make much of it to be honest. Didn't particularly enjoy it.
For me, with this Women of Honor thing, I don't think Sumi Sakai is the right person to have as your first champion. Not that they can change that now.
It's weird, isn't it? Because it seems to tie them into something that's sort of gone by.
Yeah.
And I think what they want is, I think the way they're looking at it is they want prestige from the off. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't gain that automatically just by going, well, look, here's this really good woman wrestler from before, from Joshi or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, so you know what I mean? It's not like she's Manami Toyota or someone either, or Bull Nakano or someone that's got like a really. I mean, I'm sure she's famous, but I don't really know her that well.
I'd literally never heard of her before she became the champion.
No, I've only looked into her since.
Yeah. I'm not saying they should have put it on Neil Dashwood. I'm not saying that, but can you imagine if they had put it on a star?
Yeah.
Like.
It brings the perception of it up, even if I'm sure. Don't get me wrong, I'm 100% certain that Sumi Sakai is a far better wrestler than Tadil Dashwood.
Yeah, definitely.
But who brings the current eyes to the product is the way I would think about it.
But like you've got somebody like, and again you've got they're going to have contracts with different companies and stuff like that. So I'm not saying that these people are accessible. But somebody like Tony Storm, who's like a mint wrestler, if you're gonna like pay for, because Tennille Dashwood's going to cost quite a bit, I imagine. Like I'm pretty sure the flights for Tony Storm and the wages are going to be less than paying Tennille Dashwood.
You'd have thought so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's probably WWE bound anyway, so that's a pointless discussion.
Good that we had it then. Good job we did.
Yeah.
Next up was definitely the most overact on the show. So, well, maybe not definitely, but probably the most overact on the show. It was Cody against Scorpio Sky, wasn't it?
Yeah, Scorpio Sky was the most overact that weekend.
Obviously, clearly, yeah, absolutely. 3-star Cody. Literally the review I read, the first review I read gave it 3 stars, which made me laugh. But, I mean, fair play to Cody. Like, you know my feelings on him for a long time, but he's over. He is over. He's so over. So much over than so many people in WWE.
And I am a hypocrite, but I'd be the biggest hypocrite if I were like, oh, he's rubbish. Yeah. What all I care about is if you're over.
Yeah.
And like, if you can go from WWE and decide, you know what, I don't want to have this rubbish gimmick where they paint my face.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it anymore. I want to. He's clearly like he wants to honour his dad. Like he got Dream tattooed on his chest, and he's going by the American Nightmare as an homage to the American Dream kind of thing. So like it's obviously an homage to his dad. He wants to be a promoter. He's doing this all-in thing.
Yeah.
Like he's done it for himself really. Like I think being part of in like with the Young Bucks clique kind of thing has obviously helped massively. But he's still done it himself. He's gone out there. He when he first went on to Indies, he had a list, didn't he, of people who wanted to work. He went to PWG. I'm pretty sure he went to TNA.
Yeah.
He worked loads of places. He's made a name for himself outside of WWE. He's done what Dolph Ziggler should have done.
Yeah, actually he has.
Yeah.
Really. I can't fault him at all. Like, say what you want about him, and I have said what I want about him because, I'm still not convinced he's a great wrestler, but we've said often on this show, and I know you sort of share that idea. I don't know if our philosophies differ that much, but like you say, I would be a hypocrite to say he's doing anything than really well.
I think you pointed out the second best promoter in North America.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, technically, yeah. Well, it's not going to be TNA, is it? So, if you think about it in terms of selling out a show, they sold out 10,000 tickets in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's off the back of Cody. People are fervent for Cody. They want to see him.
It's like officially they've not announced CM Punk for the show. It's not.
No.
You can't say, "Oh, CM Punk's going to be there." You don't know who he is.
No idea.
10,000 people have bought tickets based on Cody, the Young Bucks. I think Flip Gordon has been
Yeah,
announced.
now Flip Gordon and Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
Like.
After.
And I'm telling you now that Flip Gordon and Nick Aldis have not sold them tickets.
No, absolutely.
It's definitely Cody and definitely the Young Bucks.
Absolutely.
And he did say, he had a promo, sorry, just while I remember, on this show, and he said something about "my name is Cody Rhodes."
Did he?
Yeah, definitely, because I remember him saying it.
Right, okay.
Right. He doesn't own that.
No, he doesn't, no.
But I'm not sure where he stands with that, in saying that.
I don't know.
But yeah, he definitely referred to himself as Cody Rhodes on this show.
Oh. Maybe he's going to change his name to Cody ROADS.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If he legally changed his last name to Rhodes,
I wonder, because
could he do that?
I don't know. It might be a loophole, but also he might still not be allowed to use it and make money off of it.
Oh, okay.
It might be he can call himself that, but I don't really know. Because I know, wasn't that thing that Test, you know when Test left WWE?
Yeah.
Didn't he legally change his name to Andrew Test Martin?
Yeah, but
Pretty confident he did.
he might have done, but he didn't legally change his name to Test, did he?
No.
You know, like Warrior changed his name to Warrior.
Yeah.
If he changed his last name to Rhodes, surely that's his name now.
I guess the hard thing for him is that would be then changing his real name to his father's gimmick name.
Yeah.
Whereas his father's real name was Runnels, his brother's, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I think that would be a hard one for him to do. I understand, like, one way or another. Anyway, beat Scorpio Sky. Does your dad recognise Scorpio Sky now, Daryl?
No, because he didn't have a mask on.
No, there you go then. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. If you're wondering, Daryl's dad was supposed to pick up Scorpio Sky once, and the only picture Daryl could find to show him was of him with a mask on. So that went well. Good. That's 2 stories about your dad so far. This has been Dadcast, Daryl's Dadcast. Next match was the one I was looking forward to. This is the one I think if they were going to put a break, it should have been here. Or possibly, actually no, probably before the women's match. But this could also have used a break because the next match was Tanahashi against Adam Page, Hangman Adam Page.
It was big Tan.
Big Tan
Against the Hangman.
Big Tanner against the Hangman, yeah, exactly, yeah. Tanahashi, we're big in Japan now. We've forgotten to mention that we're big in Japan, haven't we?
Why are we big in Japan, mate?
Well, I took a picture of Tanahashi and put it on our Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Loads of Japanese people liked and retweeted this picture.
Oh, yeah?
And then Tanahashi nicked, lovingly borrowed, shall we say, my picture to put on his own Twitter.
So he didn't even retweet us?
He didn't retweet us or credit us. But
I'll fight him.
Yeah, will you?
No, I won't fight him.
You won't fight him? No, I don't think you will. But it's my first time seeing Tanahashi live. I thought he was great. Really good. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. You can tell he's a star, can't you?
Absolutely. He carries himself so well.
Yeah.
Definitely in house show mode, but still carries himself really well. And just fantastic. Like, his execution of stuff is amazing. Properly good. Like, to a point that I didn't even expect. So, I love this match. And Adam Page were alright. He were better than I thought again.
Yeah.
All these people, like Matt Taven, like, all these guys that I was like, I don't really care about, did better than I expected, really. That was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Good. I don't know what else to say about that match. I just really enjoyed it. Oh, the bridge. He rolled him up with a bridge. That was a bit odd, wasn't it? Slightly odd finish because he went for the high fly flow, got rolled into whatever Adam Page's move is, and then he did one of those like bridging covers. I don't know if Tanahashi does that very often, but
I don't know. I don't know if he does it.
He won it with a bridging cover. And then apparently on the live stream, it was announced before this match, by the way, that the Briscoes and the Young Bucks were going to have a match for the tag titles at Best in the World.
Okay. Which
obviously we didn't get the announcement for, but then the main event was a 4-corner survival non-title tag match between the Ring of Honor tag champions, the Briscoes, the New Japan Junior tag champions, is it?
No, they'll be heavyweight tag champions.
Of course they will, yeah, sorry. Yeah, of course, yeah. I'm not even thinking. Of course it is. Bloody, yeah. Anyway, the New Japan tag champions, Evil and Sonata from Los Ingobernables.
Yep.
The Young Bucks have got titles as well, haven't they?
They made up their own belts, the super kick belts. I don't know if they had them with them. I don't remember.
No, someone else had a title and I can't remember who. But anyway, the point was it was the Young Bucks and Vivian O'Ryan off the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about his washing machine, shall we? Let's talk about the washing machine.
Yeah.
I think it's Vinny.
Yeah, he's got a stupid little tattoo on his shoulder.
Yeah, he's got a tattoo on his shoulder. Someone later pointed out it looks like, I think it's supposed to be an ace card.
Yeah.
But the ace is really fat and round. And because of the shape of it, it looks like a washing machine. Go onto our Twitter, right, at Royal Grumble Pod. You'll see his washing machine tattoo. Dan was absolutely right on this. The Kingdom are rubbish. But they were there to take the pin, weren't they?
Yeah.
Evil and Sonata I really enjoyed, actually. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed them because Sonata seems to have come on in leaps and bounds since the last time I saw him wrestle. Like, he seems to have developed a character all of a sudden. That was nice.
Yeah, and like Evil's weird, isn't it?
Evil's weird, but Evil's always weird, and he was good. Yeah. The Briscoes are pretty
racist.
Yeah, racist,
homophobic,
pretty horrible people.
Yeah, don't like the smell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't even broken out the scale. We need to break out the scale because we discussed this, didn't we? It's the Dean Ambrose scale of stench. So where do they lie? Now, to give you a rough guide, okay, we agreed that a 6 out of 10 would be if Dean Ambrose wore the same shirt for 4 weeks and didn't wash it.
Yep.
An 8 out of 10 on the Dean Ambrose scale would be if Dean Ambrose didn't put the bins out before he went out for a fortnight's holiday and it was warm weather. So we need to try and figure out some other increments. But in the meantime, where do the Briscoes stand on the Dean Ambrose scale of stench?
They're a solid 6.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, pushing a 7, I think.
So, yeah. Somewhere in between that sort of same shirt for 4 weeks and didn't put the bins out before they went out on holiday, I think. Yeah.
Because like they work on a chicken farm, so can you imagine what rubbish they've got?
Oh, God. They have chicken livers on their faces.
Yeah.
They look like it anyway. It's only got 1 teeth, hasn't he? 1 teeth. I've said that out loud. He's only got 2 teeth.
He's got 1 teeth.
A good match though. House show, like I said. Young Bucks were clearly the most over in the whole match.
Yeah.
Some people liked the Briscoes. One man particularly liked the Briscoes, who nearly got kicked out.
Oh yeah, you were absolute.
Yes, he was one of those.
Yeah,
exactly. A doorbell.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know when the doorbell rings and it starts.
Yeah.
And then the doorbell ends.
Yeah, that's what he was.
He was an absolute doorbell ends.
Yeah.
Type of person.
That's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm allowing that.
Exactly.
Because that's what he was.
Yeah, exactly. He was that. And he did nearly get kicked out.
And if you listen to this, I'm glad you did. I wish you did get kicked out.
Yeah, I wish you had, yeah. And you're fat. So that's not relevant here, but...
The thing is, he had a Young Bucks t-shirt on.
Yeah.
The latest one you can buy, so he's obviously got that imported from Pro Wrestling Tees, right? And he had that on. And then he went out and bought a Briscoe shirt to swing around.
To wave like a flag.
Yeah. I mean, it would be big enough to wave like a flag.
Yeah, it would, yeah. But only just fitting his slender physique.
But yeah, I didn't understand him.
So huge surprise, Daryl, in this non-title match. Huge surprise, right? You know how last week we said we made a prediction?
Yeah.
Shocker, it came true. The Young Bucks pinned the Kingdom.
I couldn't believe
Who saw that coming?
I couldn't believe it.
Who saw that coming apart from everyone? And then the Young Bucks said that they Doncaster were best town.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they said that to every town though.
Don't matter, mate. Don't matter.
Thing is, I did question it, but then I was like thinking, but all of these have been streamed.
Yeah, so they must have. Yeah.
So they couldn't have said it in every town.
Well, exactly.
Unless the stream went off and then they said it.
Oh, that would have been a clever way of doing things.
Yeah. But then again, they couldn't have said it on the first night, could they?
No. But all I'm going to say, mate, is, right, we were the sort of residual, we'll bin it off before we whack off to London and go home show.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor coming back.
I know.
They're coming back in the same year. First time ever.
Yeah.
They've never been back twice in the same year. They're coming back in August.
Yeah.
And who's the Saturday night show?
Only
bloody Doncaster Dome off of 1PW off of Doncaster Dome, innit?
Off of We Got a Sweet Deal.
Yeah, exactly.
For multiple dates.
Yeah.
What kind of discount can you do for 2 dates?
But I think basically they go, what kind of discount? They go, are you going to pay us the money? They go, yeah, really? Yeah, we are actually going to pay you the money. Oh, well, have another date, by all means.
Yeah.
If you're going to pay us the money for it, yeah, great. Please do. Good.
Do you accept PayPal?
No, we don't accept PayPal. Not after last time. I know I don't want your password. Just please. Yes, the Ring of Honor coming back. You excited?
Yeah. Yeah.
18th of August.
I don't watch Ring of Honor, but like,
Not the point.
no.
You'll be able to pick up on it. Like you'll have like 3 months to pick up on what's happened. That'd be easy. 18th of August is when Ring of Honor come back.
Are you going?
No, I'll be in Portugal.
Oh,
I've got a roving reporter at Dewey's,
oh yeah.
reporting on NWE's foray into Portugal. Obviously. We've got a couple more things to talk about just quickly. Maybe just mop up a couple of bits of news before we go into the main topic that we promised last week.
Oh, don't talk to me about mops, mate.
Mops?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, God, no. We talked about that last week as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It's spoilers.
There's 13 reasons why you don't want me to talk about mops.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
You said that you had some matches for Extreme Rules advertised.
Pittsburgh this is great. PPG Paints Arena.
Right.
It's not quite the Tony Macaroni Arena, but it's not far off. Advertising 2 matches to take place at Extreme Rules.
What's that?
One of them is Daniel Bryan against Big Cass.
Yes, get in.
Get that in. I'm not surprised though. I think that'll be the blow off for that feud.
I hope so.
The other one is this is a great one. Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley versus Jinder Mahal, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. In Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn against Roman Reigns in Pittsburgh. It's like they're trying to get Braun booed.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Blandley's there.
Oh, he's going to save day then, isn't he?
Definitely, with his little theme music that sounds like the worst guitar ever.
What's the point of Bobby Lashley?
Big.
Okay.
Big. That's the point. Extreme Rules matches might be discussed there, but Money in the Bank has its Intercontinental Championship match.
Yeah, what is it?
Whereas Seth Rollins against Elias.
Does Elias win the belt?
Probably not. But that's all right, isn't it? It's fine. Unless they're priming Seth Rollins for a move up the card. I'll be all right with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done really well. Seriously. He's the best guy in the company, I think.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Monday Night Rollins, isn't it?
Yeah. Samoa Joe choked Daniel Bryan out in a triple threat that also included Big Cass on SmackDown. They forced Big Cass into the main event and then didn't have him lose.
What was the point?
What was the point? To prove that he was actually cleared.
Yeah, he's a bit big in that, isn't it?
Tall, innit? So, well done, mate. Nice height.
You said, you told me before we went on the air that Cena and Nikki Bella are back together.
I did, yeah. They're back together.
That's big news, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, mate. I mean, it's going to really if people know that already, it's going to really mess up their plans for the end of the season of Total Bellas.
Yeah.
Unless the end of the season of Total Bellas is the cancellation of the wedding. I've not watched Total Bellas yet. I do plan to. I know Dan plans to.
He does watch it.
He loves it. Yeah. You know he loves it. It's his favourite, isn't it? And Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax just gets worse and worse and worse.
What happened this time?
Oh, this week, Ronda Rousey was out on commentary, but barely said anything on commentary.
Right.
Because she was just out scouting, so that's different to being on commentary, even though she had her commentary headset on.
Yeah, why don't you just sit her at ringside or train her to do commentary?
Yep, then Nia Jax, you know how Nia Jax was like, this is a victory for everyone who's been bullied?
Yeah, did she bully her?
Yeah, no, she bullied a jobber. She literally came out, smashed a jobber around. That's what happened this week with noted anti-bullying star Nia Jax of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, is
now actually a bully herself.
Great.
But they didn't call attention to it because obviously that would be showing that they'd done it.
Yeah.
Hyped for this match, Daryl?
No.
Is there any why have they put themselves into this corner? I know we've talked about it.
It might not be a corner, mate. Like they might put the belt on Rousey, or it's a way to get to a feud with Natalya, or it's a way for somebody to cash in the Money in the Bank. It's one of them things, isn't it? None
of them are good. One of them is less bad than the other, and that's Ronda winning.
Yeah, the thing is, if you want to get to a feud with Natalya, I don't even think you need to have Rousey in a title match.
Yeah.
They literally could have done a tag match, and then Natalya does that thing where she jumps off the side of the apron and leaves Rousey in the ring to get beat.
Yeah, of course they could, mate.
Or even so, she might not even get beat. She could beat the two people so you keep her strong, like really strong.
Yeah.
And then she say, I didn't even need you, Natalya, but now I'm going to absolutely break your arm.
Yeah, I'm paggy you, mate.
Yeah, and see you at SummerSlam. I've just booked it better than them.
Yeah,
really.
So that's 2 weeks in a row we booked it better than them.
So Natalya leaves Rousey high and dry, but Rousey still wins, so you keep her strong.
Yeah, that were hard.
Yeah, and then she then beats Natalya at SummerSlam.
Sorted it.
Right, so why did we need this Nia Jax feud?
Reasons.
Right.
I forgot to mention, this is an important one. The CM Punk and Cabana against Chris Amman trial started.
Yeah?
Yeah. Apparently, you know how we've been saying we think Punk and Cabana aren't friends anymore?
Yeah.
Not true. Apparently they're mates.
Are they really?
Apparently they're getting on all right. Yeah, they're friendly, but they were described as being friendly before the trial. This week, Kane testified.
Really?
Yes, absolutely 100%. Yes. Also, John Cone, you know the referee, you know Joey Barton ref.
Yeah.
He testified as well.
Okay, so I'm guessing they testified on behalf of WWE. Like,
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. They talked about CM Punk said to John Cone that he had a concussion during the Royal Rumble match, the last match before he left.
Yeah.
And they were sending Kane out to take him out early.
Yeah.
And Punk said, if you make me leave this match, I'm censoring him.
Yeah.
If you make me leave this effing match, I'll effing quit now.
Yeah.
And obviously they did, in fact, make him leave the match. So allegedly that's why he quit. They also asked every single one said they didn't see a lump on his back.
Yeah, but the thing about that is there was a lump on his back because there's video footage. I've seen video footage with the lump on his back.
A doctor said that Punk never asked him to cut the lump on his back or whatever.
Okay.
My favourite part of this whole testimony, partway through, Cabana recognised a fan in the Royal Rumble video that is now a wrestler. That's Colt Cabana's contribution to this.
I don't understand why that's...
Don't know. Also, Kane confirmed via video testimony that he eliminated CM Punk illegally from the Royal Rumble, which apparently made CM Punk laugh in court. Yeah, and Kane basically doesn't add a lot. He just basically says, I'm a wrestler. I just was involved a bit.
Yeah.
That's about it. The trial continues, so that's all we're doing.
Do you think because CM Punk and Kane teamed at Judgment Day 2008 that Kane's like secretly in cahoots with CM Punk?
Ah, that's what it could be. Yeah. You know why he's brought? That's a segue. Nailed it. Knocked out of the park. Do you hear that, Dan? That was a nailed-on segue, mate.
And we genuinely did not even discuss that before we came
Not
on there.
even a single bit of a plan. But I tell you what,
proper podcast.
We're going to link straight from that because we are going to talk about Judgment Day 2008 right now after this.
The Royal Grumble Podcast. You can't slander the dead.
Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like. What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. What? 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 You read the Bible, Greg? Yes. Oh, there's this passage I got memorized. Sort of fits this occasion. Talk about your Psalms. Talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says I just whipped your ass.
Judgment Day, innit?
Is it not like the elite? The elite. Kenny Omega does that.
Does he?
Yeah, they all go.
Ah,
Then he runs and jumps off the top rope.
does he?
Yeah.
He did that Terminator entrance at that show, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wrestle Kingdom?
Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah. What was better, Kenny Omega's Terminator entrance or Triple H's one with all the plastic?
Triple
Terminators?
H's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Which
Did you
Triple
buy
H?
the Triple H Terminator figure?
No.
Why?
Because, I don't know, I just already had a Triple H figure. So
Missing from your collection.
It is, isn't it? I should probably buy it.
Anyway, we're not talking about the Terminator Judgment Day, though, are we? We're talking about other Judgment Day off of 2008, like you segued to just before this.
Yeah, that were a good segue, that.
Very good
That was the
segue,
best
mate.
one we've ever
I'd
done.
raise my glass to it. Well done. Good time for us to both drink. That went well.
Bit right.
So, Judgment Day 2008. We're carrying on with our 2008 rewind. We promised we would do it with last week, and we're doing it this week. So,
I mean, we actually delivered on a promise.
we
for
delivered
once.
on a promise. We did it. Hit the buzzer. Off we go. There you go. We don't have fanfare.
No.
No.
And I'm not editing fanfare.
No, exactly. I mean, Dan wouldn't, so why should you?
Exactly.
So, Judgment Day 2008 starts off with John Cena against JBL.
Yeah.
Very odd choice for a starter. I assume I assume John Cena had somewhere to be.
Yeah.
Probably did. He's like, got to go back
He's
to
got
me.
to go
Wife
see
at this
Mickey
point.
James, hasn't
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
That is a delight. This was not very good.
Yeah, it was a bit boring. It's JBL, in it. Still sponsored by Mama Joanna.
Yeah. 2008 JBL is pretty terrible.
Yeah. Thing is, John Cena and JBL had a really good I Quit match 3 years prior. I think 3 years prior to this.
About 3 years, yeah.
Yeah. JBL 3 years later is not good.
Nope. This was when he came back from being retired,
Yeah.
and he shouldn't have.
No, I mean, like, yeah, it was.
Yeah, no good.
No.
No, and I stand by it. He was a good commentator before this, right? I know we've discussed, and
Do you think this run ruined his commentary career?
it seems to have, because when he came back as a commentator, I was really excited. You know, after like Jerry Lawler had that heart attack, and it was like, oh my god, what's going to happen? And JBL came back, I was like, oh, that's actually really good. And then he was bad. He was bad at commentating. I think that, and the fact that he spent most of his life just sunning himself in Bermuda.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you wouldn't be well motivated to come back from that, would you?
No, he's a millionaire, isn't he? Like,
Exactly, yeah. Like a legit one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, not just off of having horns on his limo. He beats on John Cena for 20 minutes, smacks him around, used a full Nelson at one point, which I enjoyed.
Yeah.
And, in the era of the Master Lock, or shortly after the Master Lock.
You enjoyed a full Nelson.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I enjoyed something about this match.
Yeah.
And John Cena wins.
Sweet.
Lol. Spoilers, lol. Great banter. That's it. Nothing else to say about this.
Death, weren't it, this?
Death. Speaking of death, Fire, Kane, CM Punk.
So CM Punk and Kane.
Yep. Tagging up again. Team. Oh no, they're on opposite sides now, but
Yeah.
that's a betrayal off of the fantastic tag team.
Against the tag champs, Miz and Morrison.
Didn't you think it was really? They'd done a thing before with Miz and Morrison.
It was a...
CM Punk and Kane dressed up as Miz and Morrison.
Yeah, it was a... No, was it Miz and Morrison dressed up as CM Punk?
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
was
I
from
meant.
their...
I said it the wrong way around.
From their WWE.com show, which the name now escapes me.
Yeah. It was the Dirt Sheet, yeah. Dirt Sheet.
Yeah, so not an amazing match.
Just
Way to get ECW on card.
Yeah, get ECW on card. CM Punk's still the Money in the Bank holder at this point.
Yeah.
That will play into the next few months, I'm sure.
Yeah. Let's move on to the real reason why we're watching 2008.
Yeah, genuinely the real reason, isn't it? Yeah.
Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho.
Their first meeting since WrestleMania 19.
Yes.
And this.
Video package before the match.
Yeah.
They're showing the Batista feud, what happened last month's pay-per-view. And so the last month's pay-per-view, Batista picked Shawn Michaels up for a Batista bomb. He dropped down, tweaked his knee. Jericho split him up because he was the guest referee. Shawn Michaels just jumped back up, super kicked him, pretended his knee was still hurt.
Yeah.
Basically, it plays out on Raw between the two pay-per-views that Shawn Michaels admitted to Jericho. Jericho saying he's lying about the knee injury.
Yep.
Regal then
puts him as a tag team.
Yeah, puts him as a tag team. He says, "Well, if he's lying about it, then it'll be fine for you to be a tag team."
Yeah.
So Michael still plays up the injury, but then eventually, I think it's either on a highlight reel or it's in ring promo. Shawn Michaels comes out and says, "No, I weren't lying. My knee's not hurt." And then Jericho believes him at this point. He says, "No, your knee is hurt. I know it's hurt. I've seen it." He's like, "No, I'm telling you the truth. Now it's fine." He says, "No, I know that your knee's hurt." And then Shawn Michaels just super kicks him, and then like throws himself over the top rope out of the ring.
Yep. Shawn Michaels is the bad guy here.
Yeah.
Like, he definitely is.
Yeah.
There's no question at this point that Shawn Michaels is the bad guy. And I remember reading about it in Jericho's book, that Jericho was like, yeah, I knew Shawn Michaels was the bad guy, but I wanted it to be like that because I still knew that people wouldn't boo him.
Yeah. So
this is the beginning, or at least, if last month was the seed, this is like the shoot of the feud that's growing up, you know?
Yeah.
It's a great match.
Yeah, I really like this match.
Good. Really, I think what's really good about this is they have a few matches this year, but this one benefits because at this point Jericho isn't really a heel.
No, he's sort of in that tweener role where there's certain fans that want to boo him because they're Shawn Michaels fans.
Yeah.
But then you've got other fans that are like, well, no, he's in the right in this point. Like, Shawn Michaels lied to him.
And he's not behaving like a heel either, like I say. Even though what he's doing is somehow irritating, but he's also not wrong.
Yeah.
Which is a good dynamic.
Yeah.
Because what Shawn Michaels is doing is wrong. He's a bad one.
Yeah.
But nobody minds because it's Shawn Michaels.
There's a good spot in the match where Shawn Michaels super kicks him and Jericho goes out the ring, and the referee's counting him out, and it gets to the point where this is quite a babyface thing to do in a way. It's Shawn Michaels don't want to win it like that, and he pulls him back into the ring.
Yeah.
And then pulls him to the middle of the ring to pin him, and it's still a believable near fall. Like the crowd actually like pop when Jericho kicks out.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. They were really good. Jericho hits him with the code breaker as well off of what looks like a switchy music attempt.
Yeah.
And takes too long to go for the cover. And so Michaels kicks out. So they protect the code breaker quite well in that as well.
Yeah, and then the finish, Jericho's going for walls of Jericho, but he can't turn him over.
Yep.
And then somehow, I can't quite figure out how it happened.
He twisted his legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he twisted his legs and rolled him through
Yeah.
into a pinning combination.
Yeah, which bear in mind, I've probably not seen this in 10 years.
Yeah.
I forgot that was a finish, so I was quite surprised when he got the roll-up pin.
I had no idea, which really added the enjoyment for the match.
Yeah, and he does protect Jericho because he didn't get finished by the super kick. You can say it like a fluke win.
Yeah, he rolls him through, and then they have the sort of awkward handshake at the end, don't they?
Yeah.
Jericho, and it's important that he's the one who does it. Jericho is the one who waits in the ring for the handshake.
Yeah.
And even when they do shake hands, they don't quite trust each other.
Well, no, because what happened the last time they shook hands?
Exactly,
Yeah.
but nothing happens,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, it's great at building tension because shortly after that, I mean, it's not straight away, but it's later on in the night, so we can just address it now. Michaels is like unstrapping his knee, which again, you're starting to think maybe his knee is hurt and he's just lying.
Yeah.
Again, to not look weak. And Batista walks up to him and he's like, and he said that it's in the opening package, and he said it the night after the last year. He says, if I find out your leg isn't hurt, if you're lying, I'll make sure you're hurt.
Yeah.
And then Batista comes up to him afterwards. He says, I told you, if you lied to me, I would do something about it, but I'm going to bide my time. I thought it was great. It's like the minute that it's almost like for Shawn Michaels, the minute he gets something else off his back, he's faced with further problems. He's just fraught with problems at this point, isn't it? And it's really good in terms of dramatic tension. Really enjoyable match, yeah.
Yes, then it was the women's match, but before that there was an interview with Mickie James.
Yep.
By Todd Grisham.
Yeah, Todd Grisham's like, right, so you've got a women's match. Anyway, how did the date with John Cena go?
Yeah. It weren't exactly like that.
Wasn't a million miles away,
No,
mate.
but what happens is she says, well, so somebody, she names a couple of people that won. So I'm feeling pretty confident. And then that's when he says, how did the date with John Cena go?
He says John Cena and Shawn Michaels both won.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling pretty good. Instead, speaking of John Cena, yeah.
Yeah. And then she's about to tell him how the date went, which I don't really remember if that was ever a thing on TV or if it was just like heavily rumoured.
Oh, it definitely was a thing on TV.
Did they kiss?
I don't know if they kissed on TV, but I do remember one thing that happened on TV. I don't know whether to say it now or save it for when it happens, but I guess it happens on a Raw, probably. John Cena gives her pants back on the telly.
I forgot about that.
There you go. That's how it happens.
Yeah. John Cena's married at this point.
Yeah. Real life married.
Yeah. And I allegedly had a real life affair. What? So, Mickie James beat Beth Phoenix and Melina.
Oh, you missed out the fact that JBL came up to her.
Yeah.
Came up to her and was like, oh, do you want to ask me a question about John Cena? And then JBL gives what I assume he thinks is an amazing interview, but he's utterly confusing and terrible. Because he comes up to Todd Grisham and is like, oh, ask me a question about John Cena. And Todd Grisham's like, oh, how do you feel about John Cena beating you? How are you going to cope with that? And he goes, have you ever been in a fight? No, well, I have. And I beat John Cena a lot in this match. So if you ask me a stupid question again, you're going to be in your first and last fight. Okay, bye. God awful. He's the worst. Well, he's not the worst character, but he's a terrible character at this point. 2008 JBL is crap.
Yeah, it don't get any better when Shawn Michaels owes him money or something.
Oh,
but I think that's 2009.
It's
I don't
like
think that's...
No, but that's not, fortunately. Yeah, we're fine.
It's either 09 or 10, that's we're not doing that.
No. Next up is a sign that says, I want to get my hands on the Glamazon. It's a triple threat match, as mentioned. Mickie James is the women's champion. against Beth Phoenix, the Glamazon, and Melina. Nothing.
No,
nothing.
not have anything to add.
No, Mickey James wins.
Yeah,
that's about it. Move on.
Yeah. So next match is a singles match for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. So if you're keeping track at home, listeners, last month the Undertaker beat Edge to retain the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yep.
However, on the episodes of SmackDown leading up to this pay-per-view, Vicky Guerrero ends up stripping Undertaker of the title due to the
illegal chokehold. Yeah, the move.
Yeah, the move that's not named.
Still not named yet. Still not Hell's Gate. It's still just nothing.
Yeah. So it's Edge versus Undertaker basically, and to save you 16 minutes and 15 seconds, which is the amount of time Wikipedia says this match is, there's still no champion at the end.
No, there isn't.
Which is really annoying.
Yep. Undertaker wins by count out. Basically.
Yeah, Undertaker wins by count out, and there's it. Yeah, I understand the finish in the sense that count out, the title can't change hands, but Michael Cole gets on commentary and is like, but it's not changing hands. There's not a champion, so surely they can win it by count out.
It's confusing, but I get what they did, but this was really weird at the time. I remember just being like, because I'm pretty confident, I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty confident that Undertaker just wins it anyway next month.
Potentially, yeah.
Even if he doesn't, what's point?
Yeah. And,
it's a random strip for no reason.
Yeah, but Vicky Guerrero's got loads of heat.
Oh yeah, she's
all she has to do is say. She shouldn't even have to say a catchphrase. But when she says a catchphrase, she just gets booed out of the building.
Yeah, people hate her.
Yeah,
that's the grieving widow of Eddie Guerrero, who's been dead for not even 3 years.
No, but like
not even 3 years.
No, but I honestly think that like I don't like saying this about people when they're dead and stuff because like you don't know what they would think. You're like, oh, this is what they would have wanted.
Yeah.
But like I honestly think that if Eddie was still alive and Vicky Guerrero got into business and he'd be proud of her that she was like an amazing heel.
No, I agree actually. Yeah. Much as I'm being facetious about their treatment of her, at the same time she knew exactly what to do. I think in this promo, especially on this show, you can really tell she's actually enjoying it.
Yeah.
Because there's times that she almost breaks out into a smile just by annoying the crowd so much.
Yeah.
She's really good. Like, I think a lot of people just dismissed her at the time, and I was probably one of them at the time, just going, she's just screechy. And she is screechy, but she's also got very good timing.
Yeah.
Like, really impressive timing.
Yeah, like just when the crowd simmers down, she says, "Excuse me" again, and then it gets them riled up again.
Yeah, she knows exactly what to
do. So MVP comes out next.
Yep.
And he's on microphone saying he might have lost the title to Matt Hardy, but he's still the highest paid athlete on SmackDown, the longest reigning WWE United States champion, and he wants to know why he's not booked on Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Which. Maybe go see your general manager who's just been out. You must have passed her as you walked out to ring.
Oh, Vicky, while you're being wheeled away. Oh, never mind. I'll catch you later.
So Matt Hardy comes out
with his title.
Yeah, with his belt, not dressed to wrestle. And MVP's like, "Oh, good, you're all right here. Come down. I'll beat you up." And Matt Hardy's like, "Oh no. Well, it's somebody else that wants to beat you up."
Yeah.
And then Smackhead Jeff Hardy comes out.
I thought this was in return for suspension, but apparently he's been off suspension on Raw, and he had a match with Umaga.
Oh, okay.
It's during that Umaga feud. You remember the Jeff Hardy Umaga feud?
Oh,
that was really good.
Yeah.
So he comes back off of that, and then he beats MVP in a Raw versus SmackDown match.
Promotional match, wasn't it?
Because it can only happen on these shows. Yeah. Ooh, never mind the number of times that it just happens randomly. Don't matter.
Yeah, Jeff
He beats him with a whisper in the wind.
Yeah. I'm about to say he's got his good entrance music, or one that I like with the words in it.
Oh, yeah, you do like that.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. It's fine. But that'd be like getting beaten by Stone Cold with the Lou Thez press. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not... All right, yeah, he used it, but it's not his finisher, is it? So, well done, MVP.
It's a bit weird.
Yeah. It's a decent match, it's just short.
Yeah, there's nothing. It doesn't really lead anywhere, does it, or anything?
No, not really.
No.
And the main event is a steel cage match for the WWE Championship between WWE Champion Triple H and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
This is mid, and we should have mentioned this before, but we can mention it now. This is mid King Regal.
Yeah.
King GM Regal.
Literally the Raw after Backlash.
Yeah.
is when Regal turned the lights out.
Yeah, I think a lot of people remember that because that's the Triple H and Randy Orton match that's happening.
Yeah.
Might even be a last man standing match or something.
I don't know, but I know.
All I know is it's a title match and Regal just turns the lights out on the match.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they'd ever done before.
No, it's not.
Apparently it's something Vince really doesn't like to do.
Yeah.
I just remember Raven saying that ages ago.
Yeah, well, I don't know why you would turn the lights out mid-match anyway. Like,
I think the idea is to build tension. Like Raven always waxed on about this. I mean, again, sorry to quote Raven or say the word Raven 4 times.
the Raven nevermore.
Well, exactly. I know I never should, but nonetheless, I'm still going to do it. He talks about like a show that he used to watch on like Mid South or whatever. I don't know which one it is, but basically it's Hacksaw Jim Duggan against a one-man gang, right, in a cage for the title, and JR was the commentator, and the show is an hour, and they're going, "Oh, we've only got like 2 minutes left of the." We've only got 2 minutes left of the show. We're going to try and stay with this match as long as possible. And it carries on. And basically, one man gang's about to squash Jim Duggan, and everyone who's been squashed by him is like never come back or whatever. Yeah. And the minute that one man gang get like jumps off the top or whatever, the show cuts out.
Oh, that's good.
It's good storytelling, but Vince's logic was always you wouldn't cut away from real sport.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah.
I do understand. In this circumstance, it works because it's the GM going, this match is over. See you later.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a good spot.
Yeah, it's really good. And he also wins the King of the Ring at some point.
Yeah, I don't know if it's before or after.
Yeah, he's definitely the King of the Ring now.
By now,
yeah. Because they refer to him as King Regal or King William Regal. But yeah, so he's the king. He's the King of the Ring. He's the GM, and he's turned the lights out, and he's watching the show.
Yeah,
like from the
show
crowd.
in random times that he's in the crowd. Yeah, but he's played up to be the big heel, isn't he?
Yeah,
like he's not involved in the match.
No, he'd have done something this year, wouldn't he? If he'd not got found out for drugs.
3 days later, mate. 3 days later, because I think the following night, I think it's sort of implied that because I think the plan, from what I can tell, I've never heard this anywhere, but what I can guess is that Triple H wins this match. The plan was, I think, to go into Triple H against William Regal.
Yeah, well, they're mates, aren't they?
Yeah,
because from WCW days.
Well, exactly. Yeah. So I think the idea was Triple H elevates his mate and gets him to top heel on Raw status, and then they have a feud, and then Regal gets popped for drugs again.
Yeah. Is this the time when D.H. Smith got popped for drugs as well?
It might be, mate.
There was a few of them, weren't they? They all got popped at the same time.
There was a few, yeah. Wasn't it around the time of the Signature Pharmacy scandal?
Yeah.
And Regal gets popped for it, and that's him. He's done. That creates William Regal NXT GM, not William Regal former world champion.
Yeah. No, he comes back on ECW, doesn't he? Or has he already been on ECW at this point?
No, maybe. No, when did Raw come to Sheffield?
2009.
Right, so he's not been in ECW
yet. So when he comes back, he's not quite NXT, is he? He does like some ECW stuff.
Oh, no, I know, but what I mean is like in terms of who he is now, instead of former world champion William Regal, this is just William Regal who is in NXT a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think there's every chance he would have been the champion.
Potentially, yeah. Like,
he was a really engaging character for these 4 weeks, whatever it was.
Yeah. But
there you go.
Stuff happens, doesn't it?
Anything to say about the actual cage match? It's weird to see a cage match.
Finished via pinfall.
Yes. You don't like that, do you?
It's not that I don't like it. It's just that for a WWE cage match is usually escape the cage, which don't really make logical sense when you're meant to want to beat your opponent up and keep him in the cage.
Yeah.
It was just strange being a WWE show and they finished it via pinfall because that's like a southern thing.
Yeah.
Which obviously Triple H loves NWA, so like I understand why that finish would have happened.
Yes,
with Triple H
in the
being
Triple
involved.
H match, yeah.
But it was just I assumed because right at the start of the match, the door's not even shut yet. The bell rings and Orton dives for the door.
That was great. I thought it was a really good start.
Yeah, so like I thought it was all going to be about escaping the cage, and there are spots where they're trying to escape, but the finish is a pinfall, which whatever. Like
it is a bit odd.
Yeah, and I hate that belt.
Yeah, the spinner one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind it for John
Especially since
Cena.
I'm pretty confident he doesn't spin at this point.
No, he doesn't spin at this point.
And they fixed it.
Yeah.
But it's still,
I like it for Cena.
But it's not involved with Cena at all.
No.
That's the weird thing, isn't it?
And I liked the version that Edge had when he feuded with Cena and he put his logo in it. And then when the Miz was feuding with Cena, he might not even be feuding with Cena, but I think he was, and he turned the WWE logo upside down so it's an M.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I think that was another time they did. Like a couple of times they did the tease. Oh, we're gonna change the belt.
Yeah.
Because like the Edge one was, I'm gonna change the belt because that spinner looks stupid. Anyway, here it is, my own spinner.
Yeah.
And Miz was, I'm gonna change the belt because that spinner's for John Cena. Here it is, the same belt with the M turned on it instead of a W.
Yeah, I really don't like that belt.
No, not me.
Yeah.
It was a fun novelty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Much like this podcast was. Boom. End
It's another segue.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
We'd nailed it, mate.
Yeah. What are we doing next week?
Other things.
Yeah.
Next week, won't there have been Money in the Bank next week?
Yes.
I think it might have been.
No.
No?
It's next Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so basically, this show is released today, on Sunday.
Yep.
And Money in the Bank is a week today.
Yeah. Get your tickets now.
Yeah. So
Or don't.
we'll do something.
We'll do something. We'll figure it out with some quality garb. It's going to be fine. Find out if we can find Dan. We'll find him somewhere, won't he? He's probably down back at Sofa. That's where the last place you're looking at.
Yeah.
He'll be somewhere. We'll find him. Right, that's it for the Royal Grumble this week. Don't forget to go to facebook.com/Royal Grumble. Don't forget to go to twitter.com/Royal Grumble Pod. That's where you'll find out more information about what next show is and other things that you want to chat to us about. You can have a chat to us on there. Yeah, don't forget. weareniche.com. Go on there. It's good. That's all I've got to say. I ain't got the spiel. That's it for this week. Say goodbye, Daryl.
Goodbye, Daryl.
Goodbye.